No, it's because its skin color is wrong.
Yeah.
Are we learning? Internet?
Well, hopefully this won't be our last battlefield.
The following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
If you find yourselves...
You want a shut gate?
Yeah. We'll need to shut it behind us, I suppose.
A lock or leave no lock?
Can you lock a gate this big?
I don't think you
Well,
can lock it
it's
again
locked
with
in
the
the first place.
Yes, I don't think you can.
Ben Buzz lift gates roll.
So is that just like...
So, when this gate,
Well, the obvious mechanism, these gates were designed to be opened by teams of oxen.
So when the gate opened, it really seemed like this is the first time this gate had opened in a long time.
With cracking sounds and stuff piling off it. A huge groaning sound.
For all we know, there are other smaller ways in we don't even know about that others have come through.
So you were surrounded in by streets, sort of. Rubble is piled high. There isn't a single complete building anywhere. Some of them look like they were smashed apart long ago. Others look like they've simply been worn down by the passage of time.
Is there one that actually isn't a semi-good state that we can make as a forward base?
Look at that.
Yep, 11.
Nah. I should have some rocks and not
Oh my god!
7.
Adrian, wake up!
No, that's
Smack!
No.
I don't think failing perception checks makes you unconscious.
If you say it, it does!
I was joking.
What are you looking for?
A place that would be semi-alright to use as a forward base.
I'm looking for a place with most of a roof.
Well, on your map, Kogar's High Hall, about 3 days march from here. No. About carefully picking your way would be about half an hour's search looking for and finding. Just sort of up and over it. It's got most of a roof, sort of, kind of.
Even if it's a two-story building.
Oh,
upper
it
floor.
is.
So it doesn't matter if it's got a roof, if it's got upper floor that we could,
Sort of, kind of.
yeah. A semi-place that actually would shelter us in some way.
Sort of, kind of. But shelter you from what? What weather happens here?
If the storm comes through.
I'm sure the storm will obey the gate that you can't close. No, it has a way in.
This is why you killed the horses, so we couldn't use all the horses.
There's a horse alive.
Here's a horse.
There's one horse.
We've got one horse.
Hey, horse.
Can one horse close the gate?
A team of oxen, no.
It's easy. We help horse. We close gate.
Okay, roll heart attacks for a rupture.
Did you lose the map?
Yeah, I don't even know if I'm the one who's got it. I know I've got the part stone as in on the way there ones, but
Maybe Ray does have it.
I don't think I have it.
I don't see
Could
that.
be anywhere in that travel books.
No, I know. I keep everything organised though, so I know where everything is.
Wind whistles through.
Oh no, I have it.
So do you want to trade for the big one then? So everyone can see it more clearly.
Yeah.
Wind whistles through what were once streets. Some of the larger walls that are visible on the map are still standing in some form or another. The more fortified towers tend to be more intact. But otherwise, everything's sort of knocked down and crapified. Night will be about 2 hours away.
So it took us about half an hour to get from the stone gate to 4, right?
Yeah, because you're sort of like
Because we're
looking
looking
for
for
a
it.
place and picking carefully through the...
So because we have this map
Yeah.
that is labelled the way it is,
Yes.
how quickly could I estimate it would take us to get to 1?
Pump and handle.
Yeah.
If the streets aren't completely collapsed, you could probably get there in half an hour now. Especially since there's a main road that leads right there.
I think our best chance to find more water might be here.
There's a far way to go for a possibility. If we rest here, at least we can head out in the morning. We don't know what things will come out at night here.
Yes, but if we wait too long to look for water, then what happens when we don't find any?
That's why we go.
Desperately need it.
We've only got a short time till night falls, and we need to fortify this area.
I think we could get there and back
Like
pretty
it's long.
easily in
Exactly,
time.
I don't know. What was in that storm? We don't know. There could be anything inside the city. We should defend ourselves first.
I think I could get there and back in time.
You are slow. I run fast.
Ain't no one running.
I
Not
walk,
after this heat.
walk fast.
One thing is, being in the city does feel cooler.
Like
Much cooler.
before we went into the city before it comes.
City, outside, inside. Hey, this ain't bad.
Oh, okay.
Big tall walls, you see,
Yeah.
shadows, wet breeze from somewhere, low moans of departed spirits, or is it just tight gaps and wind?
I think
The wind whistles through Callista Flockhart's ribcage.
If we're in here, are we back? Are we
I
back?
told she has one.
Are we back to normal consumption levels?
You will be in here, yes,
Yeah.
but for having experienced that, you'll probably still be bucketing water down for tonight.
Yeah.
So how much is exposed to the sky in here?
You will have a 66% coverage. Now, given how big the building is, you can probably just scoot yourselves over one side.
we leave things here. Go look there.
Well, if you and Roya went, you two could probably move faster, and we need Sulin and me both here to set this place up for us to sleep tonight.
I usually don't like suggesting people go by themselves, but I was going to suggest Lee going by himself if he's sure that he would be quicker.
I believe that Roy would help.
Roya, could you move at Lee's pace, you think?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing she's going to do is she's going to put her armor back on.
I will do the same, actually. Okay, Lee, you and Roya go and search for... See if you can find a source of water
I'm
at
assuming
the pump and
about
handle.
my armor and stuff.
Sure.
Sulin, you...
Such as it was.
Yeah, I'll put it on.
Adrian and I and our cart driver, if he wishes to help, can start fortifying this place.
Cart driver sort of feeding the horse right now, combing it down,
Brought it inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
walking it around in little circles and then letting it rest for a bit.
Yep. So I'll try and secure path upstairs. So we won't go upstairs. We'll stay
For your
downstairs.
reference, cart driver is a completely enshrouded and cloaked figure. It's about 5.5 feet tall, kind of dumpy looking tent.
I thought he was like a short Ambassador Kosh.
Well, that's up to your imagination.
Okay.
I go.
So I'll defer. Sulan's more of an expert at
You can directly
You would just be,
follow this road.
barricading
Lee.
everything.
Yes, I
Just-
defer to you basically for.
Well, you know basic fortification.
If,
Oh, yeah.
if it's too
I know
big,
how to
then
do
just
it, but
make
you'd
sure to
know
make
more
your
about-
back
That's
to the
what we'll
road.
do. Basic fortification of the building, and then we'll set
If
up
you're
our
not
traps.
back by night, I'll use the box of light to light up the area so you can come back.
Let me see. Do I have anything? No, I don't have anything that could hold any light.
I have a torch. So you two set off. Give me a.
Probably just pour that into an empty potion bottle or something and use it almost like a light bulb.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to come up to that this area here where there's a clear overpass bridge, and it's all collapsed, so you can't get past. And you'll have to find a way. I'll do that when it takes time.
Okay.
But eventually, you two will come across the remains of what looked like a very large inn/tavern. It's sort of half fallen down on one side, but it does have a well.
Does it look like there's anything in the well?
How persistently do you wish to try?
Very.
Yeah, eventually you get water. You're able to repair sort of temporarily by lashing together the winch post, and you're able to lower a bucket, and you're able to bring a bucket up with water in it. The aforementioned pump is thoroughly fucked and doesn't work at all. It just looks like a piece of art sitting there pointlessly. But the wet bucket thing works. You're able to draw water out in a bucket. Excellent.
Let me just.
We're not going to die.
Is there anything around that I can put water in?
You'll have wineskins and stuff.
Yeah, wineskins and let you fill
No,
them.
yeah, that's true. Don't you?
Although, like, I don't know how thirsty you guys might be. You might just drink out of the bucket and then put it down.
Oh, I'm guessing you guys will
Yeah.
frickin' down a few, put a few mouthfuls yourselves first, and by all means.
No, I would have a little sip and then wait
yeah.
and see what happens. I'm not just going to drink the strange water.
I would.
You did.
I had to.
Roya takes an empty wineskin, fills it up about halfway with water, takes this little folded bit of parchment out, unfolds it, pours the contents in, shakes it up and drinks it.
What do you do? What do you...
A little bit of sugar. And some other things. Cleans most common standing water taint. He'll offer you a little. Do you want some? It doesn't taste very good. If you fear to be poisoned by standing water bugs, just add.
I put...
The first thing you'll know is it ice cold or cold, or
It's very, very cold.
then you know it's probably pretty fresh. There's your first indication.
It's very cold water.
smell like home.
So you come from Zangbar or Zhugaon? She's rubbish at saying the words. Interesting.
I drink. Yes. Easy. Good.
to come back in the morning with a barrel or two. Or we spend an extra few minutes exploring this place and seeing if it's fit to stay at.
Is no trap.
Concur.
We look, see if okay to sleep.
There are actually 3 completely intact rooms on the lower floor.
That's good.
One of them has a short bed and like a little bassinet thing. They look very old.
You think we stay here?
I think we go back to the others and move here in the morning. I wouldn't want to be separated at night. Who knows what kind of nasty things are here. Ancient place like this.
It's only me. It's
The forces of the Dark One once lived here. Who knows what curse they left upon this place. Who knows what ancient spirits haven't found the halls of the dead.
No, I think of go back now and bring here now.
Either way, it involves going back.
It's go.
Does magic blow up in here?
You don't know, you haven't tried.
So we'll cut back to you guys. So while they were gone, you were...
I cast alarm.
We were fortifying the place,
Yeah.
essentially.
Roll me a d20.
17.
Surge.
Okay.
Again, there's a big disallowed list, but I just want to see you shit yourself.
I got really lucky last time.
Yeah, so the odds of that happening twice in a row?
You mean good old boring nothing happens?
Roll 77. Yeah, I got 77 that time. Yeah.
I got to keep my spells,
sir. They fire off as normal and I keep all my things.
Spell reversed if reverse is possible.
So the alarms
So-
immediately get
Oh my
So
god.
if any of the people you nominate cross, it goes off.
Yeah.
And we're
Yes.
already in... Oh,
Or
that
maybe
means
like
the
if
others
anyone of
get
the people I
back.
nominate leave, it goes off.
Yeah, it's sort of like an inverse donut.
Yeah.
But we won't know until someone walks in.
Which when Lee and...
Now, as far as you're aware, it's working perfectly.
when Lee and
well.
Roya come back, it'll probably go off.
Although, wrestling it into place was weird. As clearly this place has got some effect on magic.
So it would be means for fortifying the rooms.
Oh, you're grabbing rubble and piling it up.
Yeah. And then I'll around the entrances and stuff with the bells and
Oh Jesus! I
Yes.
forgot about that one.
Hmm?
Oh, you just grow a useless appendage.
You've got one now.
it's called your head.
That's called his wiener. He never uses it.
I thought he used it for meditation.
Actually, you probably haven't even used it to pee during this whole thing because it would have been so hot we'd be sweating it all out.
Sticky baby!
I think it should be fine, but magic is still weird in here, so something
technically-
unexpected could happen.
So technically this place is about three stories tall because you can get access to the roof.
Yep.
Such as it is.
Would sort of
However, the roof doesn't feel the most stable. It doesn't feel like you should be maybe trusting it to hold you up forever.
no, we would defend the
Up
first.
on top, you can see over the decimated area, and you can see that part of the wall down near the trade gate and that large fortified area here and there has been smashed flat.
Yep.
When you can see like huge swaths of the city have just been powderized in that area.
I'll come down and tell the others.
Like a great creature decided to take an affront to it for some reason.
I'll come back down. There definitely is other ways into the city. There's a whole area that's been flattened. Yes. Wall, city, flattened.
If you go back up there, do me a favour of casting a perception check in that direction. I can get you more detail.
Alright. I would have anyway.
Okay, fine.
Net!
Oh, okay.
Nice.
There is the partial skeleton of a grand elder dragon of some kind has been embedded into the inner wall near the edge of that swath of destruction.
It come through.
That's a lot of dragon bones. Yeah.
If you also want to do a tracks roll or hunting roll,
Absolutely, Brian.
6.
yeah, okay. Looks like two things were fighting. It looks like the teeny weeny little dragon was fighting something very, very big.
As I said, the thing you should be concerned about is that the
What
elder
ex-
dragon was on the losing end of a fight.
Yeah.
That's a concern.
So after
Well, and I'm only saying grand elder dragon based on the size
Size
of
of
the. Based on the size of the wall, you would be able to estimate the size of the.
Similar to the one that enveloped us in the wings.
Be a little bit bigger.
I mean, I can think of a couple of people that we've met that could probably be on the winning side against it.
so it there's nothing else I see. That part of the city that I said was white flat.
Yes.
There's an elder dragon and bones embedded in it.
Lee will be excited, but that's really bad for us. Maybe.
So you're saying an elder dragon was on the losing end of a fight?
It seems that way from what I could see from this distance. I'd have to get closer to read it better, but
Well, let's hope that was hundreds of years ago.
well, it is bones and yeah.
It's dead, Jim.
Let's not tell Lee until tomorrow, because he'll just go there.
The bones looked like they were desiccated with magical storms and time, and would be useless to anyone for everything.
I
We
won't
can tell
know
from a
that until we get there.
Sort of like they've been emulsified into stone almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Ruin all the fun.
You should have at least have to go all the way there before you realise that.
The caravaneer has constructed a tent out of the remains of the canvas of the
Oh, like the wagon top, was it?
and like sort of made one of those big triangular sort of deserty lean-to things to, and it's sort of just flapping a little bit in the wind, luffing, I believe.
Can I determine possibly where the source of the wind might, like what direction it's vaguely coming from with a perception check or anything?
No, you don't need a perception check at all. It is very obviously sort of coming from the east. Sort of where that big gap in the wall is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's coming from there. Which I guess is actually in the south, but from where you are, the east.
So it's a fairly cool wind, or is it
Yeah, it's
warm?
pretty cool.
Okay.
Pretty cool. Everything here is a little bit cooler.
So not Fraser then.
That was for some really nice XP you were going to be getting.
Can you not divide that?
Zero divided by zero is
The end of the world.
So eventually these two ask. Eventually, the soothing sounds of a munted bird tweet at you.
I'll prepare to attack an enemy.
Okay.
Two. Hammer ready, shield up.
Stand by the doorway.
Nothing comes into the camp.
What?
A munted sound of a bird happens again, and these two shitters come running into camp.
Quick, get inside. There might be something just behind you.
Fuck you say?
Well, the alarm went off. Get inside quick.
The alarm went off twice though.
So there's
Shit,
two
there could
things.
be two things.
Is
The bird doesn't sound normal either. Does it sound really fucked up?
No, it sounds like a certain
Dying giraffe?
Wait.
Yeah.
You haven't calibrated your alarm for Lee. You're not used to him, right? Or did you take that into account?
No.
I don't know how it works.
I'll scout around to see if anything is in the area.
Okay.
I'll scout the opposite
Oh,
direction.
man.
So, not that I can scout, but I'll look for
There's
enemies.
another one.
Do you want to roll? Or can I just realize?
I
that?
want to roll.
Okay.
I'm having my fun.
No.
Good. Wizard continues to be a Mongonaut.
When did he stop?
Oh, come on now. Sure, there was brief periods where lucidity... Well, when he made that potion for you.
I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know.
It works. And then you work it out.
Oh! That's what happened.
What?
I cast the spell in reverse.
Then take it down. It's a waste of time.
That's a thing you can do? So you just say a spell backwards and the reverse of the spell happens.
No, this place is just particularly strange.
Well, we knew it was...
You're particularly strange. You wizard types. The spells are backwards now? That's a thing that can happen. I've learned this.
Why wouldn't you be able to cast a spell backwards?
Why you make spell not work?
Well, it works. It just works the opposite way of what I intended. Kind of. It also changed the dimensions of the alarm.
To be fair to Adrian, magic has been going really strangely over the past week or so of travel.
Like when I lit you on fire.
Yes. And for a while there you couldn't do it, like nothing was working.
Yeah.
Well, let's just get inside and I'll string up the bells.
We find water.
Oh, I was going to ask you, Adrian, but we got interrupted when Lee showed up. Do you know of any creatures or anything, perhaps maybe very large ones, that can somehow like manipulate magic, or if you're in their presence, magic doesn't work as like it should?
A dragon?
No,
Yeah.
that one's dead.
What? Oh. We weren't meant to talk about that.
What? Is dragon? Where?
A petrified dragon.
Dragon? Oh, I was hoping we'd avoid that.
No, it's dead.
What?
There's a... I'll
How
take
the
her up.
dragon's bones?
I'll take her upstairs. Be careful, it's very dangerous over here. Now look, there.
I can't see. Let me make a perception check.
We'll wait.
Can't, no, what?
Well, you see where the damaged wall is, can you see that?
Point it out to me.
Point out.
Mm-hmm.
And you see all the way back to that, there.
The wall.
No, further in.
The wall.
If there was more light,
Secondary wall.
if there was more light, you may see it
Just
better.
look where my finger is pointing, damn it!
That's the tip.
Three ones.
Sulin, maybe you should guide her personally to... It's over there.
So there was
So I
water
walk
there?
behind her and just angle
Is
her hand.
is lots cold water.
Oh, there it is.
This room.
Yes, but you see it's petrified.
This mini room. That
3?
It's not really bone.
They okay.
What?
No, the question is what killed it.
Oh, there
I
goes the plan.
Plan?
I don't think it me. I think I.
Oh, we're on the
someone
roof.
else.
Oh, me and her are on the roof, yeah.
We'll come back down.
Yeah.
What plan? What are you talking about?
You're going to use the dragon to leave here.
Well, I was going to use the dragon to get in.
You knew there was a dragon here?
Well, who doesn't? Once the parched stone was abandoned, one of the long lost and forgotten generals of the Dark's army took up residence at Jor-Karroc, the great red dragon.
And you believe that that's his remains?
Big enough.
So, did you want us to move?
Maybe in morning.
I don't suppose it's known who his enemies were.
Just about everyone.
Enemies that could, actually succeed in taking him down.
Aemon Godsbane.
Aemon Godsbane wasn't known as a worm slayer so much as a god's bane, but
So you found
I
water.
mean, Ashen Shuragar maybe.
Good water.
Well, we'll rest here tonight and then we'll move in the morning.
Darkness is creeping in.
So I'll finish off the bells and I'll show you I've got catgut strung up and bells tied in.
Is the box of light leaking? Like, is the light in it diminishing as it like leaks out, or just staying in the box?
It's just staying in the box.
We don't even need a fire. We got a box of light.
So
Yeah, but you use 5 for warmth.
shadows stretch out from the walls as the sun falls down.
What's the nights like here?
We don't
You're
know.
about to find out.
Um,
A thick fog begins to
So I have an
rise,
idea what it's going to be.
crawling out from what seems like the center of the city. It oozes between the cracks almost of this dilapidated place. What's up, Stephen? You seem in pain. Are you alright?
I don't want to be here.
Did you really think
I
that
knew.
this place would be fine? Did you really?
No.
think that-
There's enemies that you can fight. Then there's this thing.
Yeah. What were you expecting?
I know. I was expecting this thing.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Soon you can't see outside of your little camp through the thick fog.
What if we open the box of light?
It is open.
Oh,
You
okay.
didn't say you closed it.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Well, we need watch.
Yes, I was about to ask how we're going to organise watch. Just on this night.
Well, I can't see anything at all.
What is causing this
Is someone over?
Then
Oh,
we-
it's Lee.
dimness?
No, we're all inside the room. It's fine.
The fog leaks in.
Just
I don't know if I want to breathe that in.
stay close to the fire.
As the sun goes down beneath the horizon, the fog begins to clear. And you find you're not in the ruin of a high hall, but you are rather presumptuously in the high hall. Everything has a slight luminescent glitter about it. There are people regarding you queerly, with your little camp set up in the middle of this hall.
Did the people look normal, or did they look like ghostly? Or
Or like several thousand years old.
They look like people. I mean, their mode of dress is a bit archaic.
yeah, but
like a
do
lot
they look like
archaic.
they're really there, or do they have a slight translucency look to them, or anything? Or
There isn't ever so since you're looking for that, there is an ever so slight transparency to them. Ni hao. Lava.
Speak my language.
hello.
I say, jolly good to meet you.
Saphira, cleric of Tor, at your service.
A holy man. That explains your strange camping in the hall ritual. Though I should still rather you prefer that you collapse these tents before the Baron arrives.
The Baron.
To hold court.
Oh, what is transpiring?
It is a regular thing so that the complaints of the people may be addressed.
Sorry, we've been traveling for a long time. What would you say the year is?
The year?
Well, it has been months we have been in transit to this place.
Certainly. 237 Anno Domini. Sorry, Anno Obscurus. I'm too used to my real world.
What is
The
here?
He's taking the tents down.
Yes, perhaps we should assist in
Oh,
getting these out of here. We did not realise.
You may wish to stable
Apologies.
your beast.
I'll
We shall,
remove
thank
the
you.
string and bells
There's a
and
couple of kids playing with some of the bells.
Do they actually make noise?
Yes.
Okay.
I
I'm gonna go up now.
So you get
The whole city is completely mended. There's no rubble, nothing wrong. Throngs of trade caravans coming in and out. That destroyed area, fine. No dragon bones. Everything's fine.
I think we should take up residence in an inn. I think we should find an inn.
Well, you're in the right area for it. The front, after all. And you are strangers in a normal land. I would suggest perhaps the trodden path. It's just around the corner. Their rates are a little on the high side, but it's proximate.
How did you change your language?
Oh, as a scribe, I have been gifted with a ring of translation.
impressive.
Where would you find one?
All scribes have them.
We could,
They're part of the royal. treasury.
so you can't purchase them.
Oh, certainly. One must find a spellsmith. There aren't any here, though a number of travelling magistars do visit the Great Library if you're granted access to that part of the
What would
city.
you say that is?
Well, I'm afraid you'd need to be granted access to that part of the city.
But where would you say it is? Suppose I could have access.
Well, it is, of course, contained in the
Maybe handy, buddy.
in the dry basements between Halthor's Horn.
Okay.
If you wish to petition for entry into that area, you must speak to the Baron when he arrives.
I'm just gonna go there tomorrow.
Yes, but you must still be allowed to visit there.
No, but you won't be here tomorrow.
Adrian,
What? Is this a strange ritual? Your tongue is...
We should
vampire.
move to the inn. Let's go.
Okay.
May you always find shade and water.
Entaro Adum.
So I'll take my
Adrian,
gear.
it may be best not to draw attention to the state of these people.
And attempt to steal the ring.
Okay, that would be a pickpocket roll,
Yes.
but if you make a successful charisma check, I'll allow the I'll give you a slight bonus on that,
Oh
like
god,
a 5%
so I'm
bonus.
going to try charisma first.
It succeeds!
It's a 3, but it's still
5% bonus
succeed.
on pickpockets.
Win a bronze! Although
Yeah.
don't, it's not real.
We don't know. We don't know.
You've got a bronze for nothing. His hand, you actually can feel it there, but you're not able to get the ring.
I think it's because you're foreign, you could just pass that off as some form of weird handshake.
No. We don't want to draw attention. This is
Or
weird.
what?
I think
The
it's
great hero, the Alessandro Balman is great. His powers
think
are
it's-
certainly not very fake. He smote off the ogre with one mighty blow, and down the body through the river did go.
don't
It
know.
poisoned the water for 3 weeks to come. So on the minstrel sings down.
I don't know what's wrong with. I killed an ogre with one shot. Let's go.
I think it's best if we act like these people are here and everything is normal.
That's
and
what I'm trying to do, and let's head to the inn and fire
So,
rooms.
You want to wake up in a weird place that we haven't scouted properly with no roof.
No, we should go where we were
Fake sun.
before.
That's where you're going. Yeah.
Shimmering holographic. You know, it looks like a sun, but it's not really casting much in the way of light.
So yeah,
The
because we
place
got
seems still like nighttime to you.
the inn that we're going to is where he had already scouted out, isn't it?
No,
No.
But we
That's
go.
that's up. That's way up here, and then
You know,
the
this
good
is
people's
different
zone.
because
You're-
they said this one wasn't.
This is the
qualified.
Fremd, the area of like strangers. This is where you'd be restricted to until you've performed enough service to get elsewhere.
Oh, so we can't leave this area.
Guards would question your
Alright.
appearance elsewhere.
Okay, we don't know that, so we'd try anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, because we don't know that yet. We'd be going to his inn,
Well, he said the other one was just around the corner.
Okay, so you basically head off towards that end. An impressively tall guard at 5'2" in full plate armor stops you. He's like,
Halt! Where are you going?
We were going to an inn.
he's saying it in Burman, I should add.
Oh, don't understand him.
He does.
There's an inn on this map.
Your merchants? You have your trade papers?
Saphiro, cleric of Tor, at your service.
I'm sorry, holy man, but none without trade papers or the chit from the Baron may leave the friend.
Oh, is there another inn with which we could stay in?
He'll gesture towards an inn with a sign up front that has a sandal with a broken strap as a sign.
Lee, how blocked was the road towards the inn?
Here was
Yeah,
was
you had to go a
broke.
bunch of side streets all around that area.
We
near
go over this way to here.
Other than that, though, how littered were the streets with rubble?
Heavily.
So we've been walking literally unimpeded through this.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, let's just go to that inn.
As long as we wake up with plenty of time and go to a place we know is clear, we should be alright.
This is probably what it meant by while light doesn't abide.
Yeah.
It would. Alright, we'll head to that, the upmarket inn that they were told.
Lee, do you remember how collapsed this building was that we're about to go into?
No, because they never went into this one.
I'm not.
This inn would be near 3 on the map.
What about you, Roy? Do you remember?
These buildings were like
we came in past it.
deteriorated leading down towards the gates, but they had a fairly solid easterly wall.
We'll need to make sure we get rooms against that then.
Also, it would be good to
And
wake
then,
up
and
in
then you
time.
see the gate area where huge teams of oxen are like rigged up and there's big gates standing open. They surely look a lot more impressive, what with their brass bindings and huge banners.
So we're going to 3,
Roughly.
because we would all passed it, all of us did.
A colourfully robed man in
Roy
like
remembers
multiple
this vague
colours,
layout.
throwing
Sorry?
juggling fire through the
Roy
edge of the
remembers the
amusement of
vague layout
children.
of that area
Yeah,
precisely.
where-
We all did, as we came in. That's how we went past.
Yeah, but we won't have necessarily have paid super
No.
close attention to it. But
Well, we'll go to the inn and see if we can hire rooms.
Such as what?
Well, I mean, see if it works normally while it's nighttime, or if it's even more something ridiculous will happen.
we can just try starting off with a cantrip. or
Yes,
fire
you're on
or
fire again.
Yep.
something smaller that's.
No, I'll wait until it's closer to sunrise. That way, if the guards chase us, they might just vanish.
That would be smarter, actually. We should be able to outrun them for a little bit until the sun covers up and then.
Yep.
So you enter the inn.
Yep.
It's bustling. A barman leans on the counter and he says, "No remark."
Saphiro, cleric of Tor, at your service.
Ah, jolly good to meet you. I hight Malcolm. I am in charge of this fine inn.
Do you have any rooms available?
Only one. It is in the cellar. But because it is in the cellar, it is very cheap.
We can't use that room
Why?
because it's in the cellar.
Just have to make sure we're up nice and early and get out of the cellar.
We go back to Hall to see Baron.
I suppose there's a chance if we can convince the Baron to let us into the inner walls, then we might be able to go to the inn you and Roya spoke of. Assuming that's still an inn.
What's the
At
like
the
cart
moment.
driver been doing this whole time?
He has stayed behind in the hall because there's nowhere to put the horse yet. And if he leaves the horse, someone will steal it, right? Isn't that what you would do if you were responsible for the one and only remaining part of your job?
Yeah.
Are there any other horses around?
You do see them. They're a lot smaller than the kind of horse that you have. You've got like the horse that these guys have is like a big draft horse. It's like more like a Clydesdale than anything else. It's smaller, little less powerfully built than horses from your time.
Go to court and see if we can get
We
access to within the city more.
we help people. They say they talk about problem. We fix.
Perhaps so. Perhaps we can do a
That's
service
more
for these
like it.
people.
See, I envisage it like this. There's this little old lady who has a problem with some thugs. So we like go kick down their door and beat the shit out of them and put their heads on poles.
Step.
That gets you arrested.
No. It's easy.
Unless that's the law here.
Your tendency towards violence sometimes is quite
Hot,
disturbing.
attractive, what?
I don't see any issue.
Can't deny that.
See?
I okay with that.
Talking sense for a change, woman.
Well, shall we go to court then?
Yes.
This can only go well.
I'm going to hunt down that demon mist in the zone of eternal evil where the darkest spirits are trapped. Like on second thought, send us a postcard. So long.